Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to create WooCommerce customer for Google Ads lead. So let's suppose I am running a store on WooCommerce and I am collecting all my leads with the help of Google Ads. Now I want that whenever I receive a new lead, it should be automatically created as a customer in my WooCommerce account. Now doing this manually will be a very time consuming task, so I am completely going to automate this process, and to do this automation I am going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Google Ads and WooCommerce. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a way that whenever I will receive new leads from my Google Ads, a customer will be automatically created in my WooCommerce account. Now if you want to learn this amazing automation step by step, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to create WooCommerce customer for Google Ads lead. For this, we are going to create automation between Google Ads and WooCommerce with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect/inr/ in your browser. Now after browsing the website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. Here I have to click on this Pabbly Connect, access now. And it has taken me to this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders that I have created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, you simply have to click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow button, and first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to create WooCommerce customer for Google Ads lead, and now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders that have been created, and I'm going to select this all automations and then click on create. Now here, as soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to create WooCommerce customer for Google Ads lead, which means whenever I will receive new leads from my Google Ads, it will be automatically created as a customer in my WooCommerce account, which means whenever I will receive Google Ads lead, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger says when this happens. So when I receive new leads from my Google Ads and then action says do this, then create WooCommerce customer. So here in my trigger application, I am going to take Google Ads. And then in my trigger event, I am going to take this new lead form entry. Now I need to make connection between Google Ads and Pabbly Connect, for which a webhook URL is provided to me. And this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Google Ads with Pabbly Connect. So reading this help desk, I am going to make this connection. And to make this connection, let me open my Google Ads account. So this is my Google Ads account, and this is the test campaign that I am running. Here I have opened my lead form, and in this lead form I want first name, last name, phone number, email, city, country, and the company name, and also the state. So here my form will appear something like this. Now if I scroll down, I can see an option of lead delivery option, and here I have to provide the webhook URL. So if I go back to my Pabbly Connect workflow, this is the same webhook URL which I need to copy and paste over here, and then I need to provide the key. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect. If I scroll down, over here I can see this waiting for the webhook response, and under this it is written, now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Now this means, so as to get the webhook response over here in this workflow, I need to do a test submission. For that, I am going to go back to my Google Ads account, and here I have added this webhook URL, and over here I can see this option of send test data. Now if I send a test data from here, from my Google Ads, this should be captured in my Pabbly Connect workflow, and if this workflow receives that response, this means the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and Google Ads, that is successful. So here I am going to open my Google Ads account, and now I am going to click on the send test data. So here the test data sent, and I should receive this response in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So let's open my workflow, and if I scroll down, I can see that I have instantly received the response. The state here that I have received as a test response is California. Company name is company name. Country is United States. City is Mountain View. Email address is test@example.com. Phone number is this. First name is first name. Last name is last name. So here, as soon as I have sent the test data from my Google Ads, I have received that response here in this workflow, and this means the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and Google Ads, that is successful. And now whenever I will be running a live campaign, I'll be receiving the response here in this workflow. Now moving on to the next step, whenever I receive leads from my Google Ads, I want to create WooCommerce customer. So then in my action application, I'm going to take WooCommerce. And then in my action event, I am going to take this add new customer. Now I am going to click on this connect. So if you have an existing connection, you can simply click on this save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And then to make this connection, you have to enter the consumer key, consumer secret, and the website URL. So to get this, I am going to follow the help desk given below this field, and I'll open my WooCommerce account. So this is the app dashboard of WordPress, and WooCommerce is a plugin of that. So on the left hand side where I can see all these options, here I am going to click on this WooCommerce and then go to settings. Now under this settings, I can see an option of advanced. So I'll open this. And then if I scroll down, I can see an option of REST API. So I'll open this. Now over here, I can see this add key. Beside this REST API, I can see this add key. So I'll open this. And then I have to provide the key name. So let's say the description is customer created. And then in the permissions, I have to give this read and write. Now I'm going to click on this generate API key. So here I'm provided with the consumer key and the consumer secret, which I'm going to copy and paste these in my Pabbly Connect fields. Now I have to get the website URL. So to get this, I'm going to open my store. So here this is my WooCommerce store, and in the website URL I can see this pay to vault. So I'm going to copy this till WP3, and then I'm going to enter that in my website URL, and then I'm going to click on this save. So here WooCommerce is connected with Pabbly Connect, and I have to enter all these details. So the first one is email. So I'm not going to enter this manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter data from my previous response. Now, when I click on this email field, I can see this Google Ads, and when I click on this, I can see all the response that I've received from there. Here, as I need to enter the email address, so the email address that I've received in my response is test@example.com, so I've selected that. Then I need to enter the first name. So the first name that I've received in my response is first name, and then I have to enter the last name. So the last name is last name, and then I have to enter the username, password. So I have not received the response for these fields. So for now, I'm going to skip this. If you have received the response, you can enter following the same process. Now I will repeat the same process and enter the billing first name as first name and billing last name as last name. And then I'll enter the billing company. So the response that I've received is company name. I'll enter that. And then the billing address. So the address is, I'm going to enter the city, Mountain View. And then the billing city as Mountain View again. And then the state as California. And then I have not received the response for the postcode, but I'm going to enter the country here. The country name is United States. And then again, I'm going to enter the email address as test@example.com. And then I'm going to enter the phone number. The phone number was this one. I'll follow the entire same process and enter rest of the details here. So now after entering all these details, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in these fields. Manually entering the data will make these fields static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep these fields dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now after entering all these details, I simply have to click on the save and send test request. And here I can see that I have received a response with the ID of the customer, and this response is a positive one. Now I'm going to open my WooCommerce account and check whether this customer has been created or not. So this is my WooCommerce account, and if I scroll down on the left hand side, I can see this option of users. I'll click on this all users. And here I am going to search for my user. So the email address was this one, test@example.com. I'll click on this search users. And here I can see that this user has been created. The name was first name, last name. Email address was test@example.com. So now to summarize, we took Google Ads as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. We sent the test data from Google Ads and received that test response here in this workflow. Then we moved to the next step where we wanted to create the customer. So we took WooCommerce as our action application, made connection with Pabbly Connect and entered all these details with the help of a method called mapping. Simply clicked on the save and send test request and received the response as this customer been created in my WooCommerce account. So this is how this automation workflow will run, and here we have successfully created automation between Google Ads and WooCommerce with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.